This is going to be a bit of a different video than usual. It's going to be super raw and real. I've been here at the HighLevel conference in Dallas. I've got my GoHighLevel shirt on, and I've listened to a bunch of different keynote speakers and sessions, gotten to shake hands with a lot of the different people that are there. And I've personally been using HighLevel, GoHighLevel. You can use either for going on 2 years, 2+ years. I've done both my personal SaaS. I've been doing it for an agency. I have helped train other people how to use HighLevel. Here at this Level Up Summit 2024, there have been 320 plus features released. And it's very easy to get caught up in all those extra tools. And I didn't make it to this session, but there was a session one of my coworkers made it to, headed by Kasim. And he's the one that he's got a bunch of different companies, but he just sold like 8 solutions, Google Ads marketing. He's got a bunch of other companies that he's been running. And though I didn't hear it directly, he described kind of the transition of software tools over time. It's everyone used to be working with physical tools, your hammers and nails. But now with software that had been coming out, you had your Jotform, you had your HubSpot, you had your Salesforce, you had industry-specific, tool-specific softwares that really started at serving one particular purpose. And those became kind of the power tools to be able to solve your issues, where you could build your house, metaphorically speaking, in place of your business much faster than using the physical hammers, screwdrivers, and other tools, pliers. Now you have your power tools. But power tools for the longest time were expensive, so early adopters were not able to, as many people couldn't become early adopters because of the price of those tools. But what platform, in this case HighLevel, has done is bring that cost to a very feasible and reasonable cost. So much so that even individuals, even though this is targeted towards agencies, I'm seeing individuals use it for their own personal business, getting to understand it, and then sometimes reselling it from their personal account to a couple of friends and family members because it's useful, even at the lower price point of $97 a month or $297. In some cases, the $497. I'm going to transition kind of talking to an industry that I understand, that I had a lot of experience in, which is photography, videography. For photographers, in order to get your business up and going, you had to utilize several different tools. That was Jotform to collect forms. You had Google Forms, free option, but there's limitations, customization, custom domains to make it look and feel stylized, which is a big deal as a photographer, to make sure that your look, your style, your feel is shown, exemplified through the content that you're putting out. And that includes your website, that includes your form, that includes the contracts that you send out, that includes the text messages that you automate or the emails that you send up for follow-up, that includes how you deliver your photos and your videos. That's an experience. And I personally started using HighLevel because I wanted to help some of my photographer friends. I started working at a marketing agency, but they were way too expensive for my personal friends that were just one-off individuals that really love photography and are supporting themselves or their spouse and maybe a kid or two. but large agencies were just too expensive to serve them. So HighLevel had all the tools that the photographers needed. Again, job form, website builder, invoicing, contracts, a ability to share each one of your videos and photos. But a year ago, I would not have recommended this platform to photographers 100%. You couldn't stylize and show your vision, your brand accordingly for most standards. There was ways around it. You could custom code some things. That's fine. And there were some people that did that. More power to them. I'm not a developer. I'm not a coder. I can copy and paste what other people have created. But the difficulty to learn and get started was it was too much. I couldn't recommend it. But this HighLevel Summit, I can recommend it now. And I'm going to start recommending it. I'm going to start making videos here on this YouTube channel. I already have talked with several friends who are photographers, videographers, and I'm going to recommend use this platform. I personally have taken my HighLevel SaaS and remarketed it to photographers and videographers that are my friends, and they use it and pay a very like $97 a month in order to just access the account and have everything they need. Websites are included in that. Contact management, sending text messages, sending emails. Like you're replacing MailChimp. You are replacing review management like Birdeye. You're replacing Squarespace and Wix and WordPress. You don't have to deal with WordPress. You don't have to have all these different logins to manage your business. You can go over to the payment section on your account and see all of your costs. If you want to use Square, you can use Square. If you want to use Stripe, you can use Stripe. If you want to use PayPal, you can use PayPal. There's also alternative, like really custom payment providers that HighLevel has integrated with. Google Drive just got integrated into the media storage center. And let me talk about media storage. Media storage cost it's not nothing. It's $10, $20. Some people that I know, $500 a month, depending on how much terabytes of storage that they want in the cloud. And I don't know what the long-term goal, HighLevel's storage, media storage. I know that they've talked that it's pretty inexpensive for them, so they don't have a current plan to charge for it. I don't think they're going to, me personally. But there's media storage unlimited inside the account. And I can just click on it. Media storage, folders, files. There you go. You can store whatever you want to. And you can store this and then share it with your clients. This becomes your media storage facility for photographers, videographers. Again, I'm talking to you specifically because you're me, I'm you. I was there and I was have still been paying Google Drive for like 1 terabyte and iCloud for 2 terabytes and have a small Dropbox because some of my clients only use Dropbox, and so I did that. But to have one location that's kind of agnostic and really doesn't cost a lot and it's already included in your subscription is pretty incredible. Okay, transitioning from that to product delivery. You can share your digital files and charge it, have it as a paid feature straight on your website, or you can have it as a free something someone can download. They are introducing have just introduced here at the summit e-commerce features to compete with Shopify. So, it's not Shopify level, but it doesn't need to be. You just need it to be able to look good and to function. And it's doing both, and it actually looks a lot better than just functioning. And there's not extra fees associated with that. All you're paying is if you're using Stripe, the Stripe processing fee, or if you're using Square, using the Square processing fee. But You just go to payments, you create a couple of products, and then you put it up on your website. And then your sites, you can then sell everything from there. And then you can go up to stores. And if you don't want to build a whole fancy website, you just go here to a store and you click on a new store and you do from a template. And then you have a bunch of pre-built templates for an e-commerce store, and you put all of your products there. Okay. The other thing for photographers, calendar booking. So I go to the calendar section and I can create unlimited calendars. So if it's me and I have another secondary shooter, 2 calendars, I can manage everything here. There's an app to be able to manage everything as well. So if I'm on the go, I can see all of the things to be able to book, schedule, cancel, follow up with conversations, text people when I'm on the go, because you don't want to be sitting down here at the desktop for other than building your website and maybe some media storage, like once you've edited all your photos. And the starting cost for HighLevel is $97 a month. I'm jealous. 4 years ago when I did, longer than that ago, that I started photography and videography, $30 a month for the website, $15 for job form, $30 for the Dropbox, and then another like $10 for Google Drive, and then my contract booking, and then my QuickBooks, and then of course all the Adobe fees or my video editing fees, but that HighLevel doesn't replace that stuff. If I wanted review management, that was another cost. If I wanted to do the payment somewhere, then I'm accepting checks, or cash, which you can mark in here, and then it'll show up in your account, and you can track all of the paid like cash and checks that you receive. And on the mobile app, you can do tap to pay, and you don't even need a mobile Square or Stripe card reader. You can get that, but if you have a phone that accepts tap to pay, and most phones do, any one of the more modern phones definitely do. I have an iPhone 11 Pro. It does. I was surprised, but it does. So don't think that your phone doesn't. And then you can start accepting payments from your phone to a tap to pay card, or from phone to phone. And that feature is already there. You don't need a bunch of stuff to get started with your photography and videography business anymore. That concept of needing so many different softwares to understand your website, to understand payments, it just doesn't exist today. And going back to that analogy of, we've been building, all these softwares had power tools. Like MailChimp was a power tool to supercharge your ability to send email marketing. Great. But then it got expensive because you're paying for the number of contacts that stayed inside your account. And then HighLevel comes and says, no, $97 a month, and you only pay based on your usage. So if you send 500 emails, you spend like $2 or $1.30 this month. If you send 0 next month, you pay 0 for email. You're only paying the subscription fee. And so that completely breaks the MailChimp model, which is pay for the number of clients that just sit in your account. And so it doesn't reward you. It like disenfranchises you to keep contacts in your account. And then you're removing half of the contacts, and they're just sitting in a CSV file on your computer, and then you can't market to them unless you're paying MailChimp more money. Which it's just bad business. It's just bad for your business, for your small business, and they're making bank off of it, obviously. And so this pay per usage, or for your usage, that HighLevel does is genius, but it's also useful, and I think it's right. And I'm happy about that, because I can recommend it to my friends. because I use it, and I wish I had it when I started doing photography. Or any small business. Again, this is kind of anecdotal because I can speak to past me. So being at the summit just got me thinking a lot about what I would like to talk about on my channel, who I would like to educate, because I think there are a lot of younger me's that were in high school and college that thought that I needed so many tools in order to get my business started and didn't know where to start. And really the barrier to entry was so much higher. And 10 years before that, it was much higher too. So don't get me wrong there. It just continues to lower. And that's going to introduce plenty of other problems. Like there's going to be a lot of people on the playing field. And that's all right. You just have to have a better product and be a nicer person and be more trustworthy and communicate faster and make sure that you see all of your emails and see all of your texts and respond to all of them and be public with your reviews and respond to your reviews and make a wonderful website that showcases properly the work that you have been putting out there and doing internally that you don't put out there. I see you. I know you. You need to put it out there. Don't get afraid of what people are going to think, because the younger version of you is super proud of who you are now and what you're accomplishing now just simply by creating. So the barrier of entry is so much lower now. And photographers, videographers, I think that this is probably one of the best tools, at least that I know of right now. As a marketer that works for an agency, has worked for agency that spends thousands of dollars a month on all sorts of different software, this is probably the best one at this time for you to get started on for a small business. What I'd recommend is you get on there and go ahead and build or set up your payment processing account, because you don't need a website first. You don't need appointment booking. You don't need the email services or text message. Just set up your Square or your Stripe or your PayPal. Connect that to your account. Download the app and then upload your products. Walk through and price it correctly to the market. And maybe charge just a little bit more than you think you're worth, because that's going to internally tell yourself, I need to do a better job because I don't necessarily think that I'm worth that, but I'm going to live up to that. And then service, and then get paid, and then deliver, and then go build your website, and then go build your appointment booking, and then go do your review management and automated reviews, and then learn how to do the email marketing so you can follow up with all the customers that you have serviced and are happy with your service that you provide, and communicate via text message so that your list that continues to grow of happy customers continue to be happy customers, because photography isn't once. People don't stop making memories. Memories are made every single day, in and out, and people want those captured. And I think this is a good way to capture them and to share them, and to enable you to be able to capture and share more and not be strapped for cash, not be so burdened down with software management, logins, accounts, because that's a headache in itself, to all the accounting, bookkeeping from lots of different accounts that you have to manage that continue to go up in price. Just worry about one and do a good job. And I think this is probably one of the best ones that you have available right now. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. If you want to sign up, I have an affiliate link for HighLevel. I'd really appreciate it. The advantage that I have is I can send you some unbranded free videos. You don't have to sign up under me in order to get them. They're completely free. They train you how to use HighLevel, and they're in a Google Drive folder. You can also use them to train your clients, and I'm going to do a future video on that, because I think that this is probably one of the best ways for photographers to get consistent income, because there's off season, on season for photography. It's a very seasonal career path business, and a lot of people, you could get burnt out when it's summer, too hot, winter, too cold, no one's booking, no one wants to get outside, and it's too expensive to book inside. And I think HighLevel can actually circumvent that a little bit for you, but I'll talk about that. I need to package it up better so I can actually give you a framework and a snapshot that you can use for your friends or family or people in your niche, and use HighLevel to make a consistent income personally, where you become a photography agency, a micro agency, whether it's local or in your unique industry. But I will make a specific video on that and give you the tools to get that started. But to finish this off, I'd love to see you at the HighLevel kind of summit in the future. It's a great group of people. I've talked with briefly some of the founders. I've talked with affiliates. I've talked with other agency owners. They're good-hearted people. Got to hug a lot of necks. And it's growing, and it's the very beginning. So I would probably hop on now, because their heart is really good, and a lot more people are going to learn about it. And if you as a photographer get to learn this and use it personally, internally first, a year from now, your business model might be completely different, and you can wrap in the photography that you love, that I love, and pair it with a HighLevel kind of SaaS offer. At least that's an option. Or you can educate people how to build their business, and you only have to teach them one software rather than recommending that they sign up for 10 and knowing that they're going to be strapped for cash just to solely start their business, because Adobe is already out there. But again, I'd love to help. If you want to join as an affiliate, then there's a link down below. First link, you sign up there and just reach out to me. Send a comment in this video, email me, wherever you can get in touch. Comment down below, or reach out to me on Facebook as well, Joshua Sanderford. And I will personally talk, chat, get on a call if I can with you to tell you exactly how I would get started. And I'm going to be making industry-specific videos for photographers moving forward, because I realize that is something that I am uniquely positioned to be able to talk about because of my experience, and I will share some of my experience and some of the results that I've had, both on like photos that I've taken and videos that I've done, but then also marketing strategies that photographers really need, because I don't think photographers are going away. I think the tools are changing and the barrier to entry is lowering, but that means that those that over-deliver, are trustworthy and are honest and deliver raw photos, pun intended, without AI added and combobulating everything, you're going to stand out. So I appreciate your time. If you made it to the end of this video, I know it was a long one. Hopefully this was a heart-to-heart, because I'm a young married man that wants to support his family, love his wife, and future kids. And I think this is a generational choice that I am going to be making, and I hope that you have the foresight, awareness to make. It's not a mistake if you don't. I think it's just kind of flashing some headlights. Hey, this is an opportunity. And I want to be all in on it and bring as many people along with me on this ride, because I think HighLevel is leveling up, is going to continue to grow. And I want to be on that ship, and I want to bring as many people on that ship as possible to grow their business and to support their family, to love their family, and then to also internally be happy and fulfilled that they're able to do, you're able to do what you love and do it well, and not get caught up with all the behind the scenes, and you can focus on the people, which are truly the best things in life. So I love you. It's nice to meet you if this is the first time watching the video. I've got a bunch of other tech training videos on how to use HighLevel, some of the extra plugins, but the best action step is probably just to start. So again, my link is down below, and I will see you hopefully next year at the 2025 HighLevel Summit, or in the HighLevel Facebook group, or in the comments below. I'd love to shake your hand. I'd love to meet you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.